Okay, today I'm going to go into a common misconception that people have regarding the repair steps and the line labor hours that get reflected when you add a repair step. So the way we've designed this program, the labor item itself is what you see as the main concern. When you add a repair step, usually you only add a repair step if you're saying that in order to accomplish this labor line item, it's going to require multiple steps. Now, these steps can be optional, which means that the customer can approve and deny steps independently, or if they're required, then the customer has to approve or deny the labor item as a whole. Because they have the potential to be optional, when you add an hour, say we're going to add 0.5 hours, and we're going to say this is a pulley system here. When you add the hours for a step, they won't add in addition to the labor item. They'll actually replace the line item with the total hours from each step. So if you have an alternator and then you have 1 hour and you want to add this pulley as a step to complete the alternator, and you want that to be 0.5, but you want the overall line item to be 1.5 hours, there's two things you could do. You could either edit the concern and say end pulley here and mark it as 1.5 hours. That's a simple way you could go about that task. Or if you didn't want to break it apart like that, you can add an additional repair for the pulley as 0.5 hours. But if you want to use the repair step and you want it to be 1.5 hours, what you'll have to do is mark a line for the alternator, because that's a step to get this thing accomplished, for 1 hour, and then an additional step for the pulley at 0.5 hours. Now you'll have your 1.5 hours total. That's the way the system is currently structured. If you guys see a way that may help you in the future, make your lives easier, feel free to reach out. This approach has worked with all the dealerships thus far. It is a little confusing, so I am aware that we could probably do something better to better facilitate this process and make it kind of easier to understand. But just the way that the customer approves and denies each step independently or altogether, it makes it so I can't exactly add the line item steps with each repair step. The repair steps have to add together to equal the line item step. But again, feel free to reach out to me for feedback. I'm willing to listen. I'm willing to work with you guys and to come out with a solution that works for everyone. So that is the example of how to do repair steps.